This is what you need to know now. Why a catering truck was used to sneak President Trump off Air Force One. The death toll climbs in Colombia's strongest earthquake in over a decade. And the major US city close to putting a 9 p.m. curfew on everyone under 18. I'm James Longman from ABC News. It's Tuesday, August 11th, and this is what you need to know. Let's get right to the big story. President Trump secretly flew out of last month's NATO summit in Turkey on a different plane than the one the world watched him board. That's according to the Washington Post and the New York Times. The reports say Trump waved from the stairs of the older Air Force One, then slipped out a door on the other side into an airport catering truck, which took him to a smaller military jet and flew him to a US airbase in Britain. It followed a credible Iranian threat against the president. Reporters on the decoy plane had no idea he wasn't on board. They were ordered to keep the window shades closed, and the plane's tracking systems were switched off. The Times reports that when they landed, Trump was quietly driven back to the old Air Force One and boarded through a different door. A short time later, he walked down the front stairs in front of the cameras. At least 130 people have died in Colombia's earthquake, and that number may well rise. The 7.4 magnitude quake collapsed buildings, trapping people under the rubble. More than 1,600 homes and buildings are damaged or destroyed. In the city of Cali, rescuers are digging through debris with their bare hands and buckets. There are moments of hope, though. A 6-month-old baby covered in dust was pulled out alive. The Trump administration has committed more than $15 million for emergency shelter, food and other aid. There is new reaction to President Trump's executive order calling for fewer childhood vaccines. The White House now recommends kids be vaccinated against 11 diseases. That's down from the 18 recommended by the CDC. The plan also splits the measles, mumps and rubella vaccine into 3 separate shots. Those individual shots aren't currently available in the US. The president claims, without evidence, that the combination shot could be linked to autism.
Is there any evidence of that?
What I've heard is that there are some people that say it is that way. And I say, well, let's say there's a 5% chance of it. Let's split it up.
Republican Senator Bill Cassidy, a doctor, calls the decision, quote, wrong, saying vaccines do not cause autism. And vaccine maker Merck says there is, quote, no published scientific evidence of any benefit of splitting the vaccine into 3 separate shots, and warns it could lead to missed immunizations. The administration is also taking aim at processed foods. A new proposal would require companies to show evidence that food additives are safe to eat. Right now, companies can use additives considered, quote, generally recognized as safe with no independent oversight. Under the plan, companies adding a new substance would have to notify the FDA and explain how they determined it was safe. One industry group calls the proposal, quote, politically motivated, insisting America's packaged food supply is safe. A 9 p.m. curfew for those under 18 years old looks like it may be introduced in Charlotte, North Carolina. The police chief says it's just another tool to get badly behaved teens under control, but some council members worry kids who aren't doing anything wrong will end up with police records. A vote at the city council is expected in about 2 weeks. If approved, most of the curfew violations are expected to be handled in juvenile court. Now to some quick hits. Other stories we're following today. Shake Shack is responding after a viral video showed a Shake Shack kiosk raising prices after a customer chose the no-tip option at checkout. The man orders 3 milkshakes, and after he declines to leave a tip, the price of each shake increases by 50 cents. Shake Shack has responded, saying it is not Shake Shack policy, nor that of our licensees, to increase the price of menu items when no tip is added. The company says an investigation found an error within the kiosk technology that has since been resolved. Next, a golfer recorded the moment lightning struck him while on the golf course. It happened on Friday in Cincinnati while he was taking cover under a tree. Moments later, lightning struck, sending sparks flying. The man says he lost feeling in his body and his hearing. He's now recovering. Authorities stress when thunder roars, go indoors. Brad Pitt is opening up about a period of suicidal thoughts. In a new Esquire interview, the 62-year-old says, "I didn't see a way out. The pain was so oppressive." Pitt says family issues contributed to those thoughts, though he never acted on them. His ex-wife, Angelina Jolie, accused Pitt of verbally and physically abusing her and their children in 2016. He has denied the allegations and was never charged. Several of Pitt's children have recently dropped Pitt from their last names. The actor also addressed his post-divorce struggles, revealing he's drinking again after years of sobriety, saying this time he's drinking in a more restrained manner. And now, one more thing before you go. A $580 million undersea cable project has caused an uproar in the Harry Potter community. The route goes between Britain and Ireland and has been rerouted after Potterheads discovered the original route would disturb a shrine built for the character Dobby the House Elf. Spoiler, Dobby dies in 2010's The Deathly Hallows Part 1 and is laid to rest on West Beach in Wales, where the cable was supposed to lay. The head of Acea Energy says he received hundreds of angry calls and was unsure of who Dobby even was, but that cable was moved. Potter power. And that's what you need to know. For breaking news and live updates throughout the day, check out ABC News streaming on Disney+.
New episodes streaming every day only on Disney+.